Hello everyone, first things first, I'm going to get this out of the way. I will be muting the background audio, so you won't be able to hear Mauga's, sounds, his ultimate sounds and all that. So you won't be able to hear all that, so I apologize in advance, but I'm just going to do a voiceover, and I'm going to go over these abilities real quick, and his passive and all that. So the first thing are his left and right fire, and these are both really good. The only issue I find with them is when you use them together, they have a lot of spread. So for the most part, if you're in a ranged fight, you probably are going to want to stick to one and the other, but you do want to use them in one order. So the left fire, which is actually pretty good. This one burns your foes, so really good. It's like an Ash Dynamite effect, really good. And then on the other side, we have his right fire, which is a regular fire, really. It's kind of like a lot quicker of a bastion primary fire, and this one does critical HP if your foe is burning. So you want to use the left one and then the right one if you're using it like that, but if you are going to be using both together, you do get the same effects. So then we get to Mauga's ultimate ability, which is Cage Fight. This is pretty good. It's a 1500 HP barrier surrounding you, and you get trapped in it, but on the other hand, you trap every enemy that you get in a certain range, and your teammates can, I think, do damage through it. I'm not sure. I haven't played with anyone, so I'm not 100% sure, but I think they can. And you get trapped in it, but you're trapped with enemies, so you can go try to separate their tank and focus their tank, or you could try to separate someone else. I do think that is what you want to do with his ability. I think you're mainly going to want to separate people with his ultimate, so for the most part, I'd stick to doing that for now. But he doesn't come out till December 5th, so we don't know really his playstyle yet, but that is my guess. Then we get to his overrun ability, which is really good. It's kind of like a Rhine pin without the pin, so it's just a charge, and you launch players into the air, which does have a little bit of knockback damage, or not knockback damage, knockback. So you can boot people off the edge if you want, and it also, if you're close enough, in a close range, it kind of acts as a Rhine shatter, so that's really good. It's a really small amount of time, so don't think it's like some Rhine ultimate. It's really small amount of time, but it is pretty good. It also says that you're invulnerable while you use this ability, so I think that just means that you can't get Somber hacked, and maybe even May's ultimate can't get you, so I think that's pretty good. Then we get to his Cardiac Overdrive ability, which means nearby allies take reduced damage and heal by dealing damage. So it's really good. This doesn't affect you, but then we get to his passive, which does affect us, so this is really good. Now his passive is kind of similar, and it makes you so you gain temporary HP when doing critical damage, so it kind of heals you, but it's not necessarily healing like the Cardiac Overdrive is, but it is pretty similar, so I do think it counts, and it kind of helps you stay alive during fights. And then you just have the basic tank passive, so you can just go over that if you need to. So this is just his left fire, and it's kind of like a mini Ash Dynamite. I don't think it lasts nearly as long as an Ash Dynamite. So I'm going to skip over showing you just the right fire, but this is them together. So you burn them, and then you do critical damage, right? So you really want to do that for most of the fight in further distances, but if you're up close, like I'm showing you right there, you kind of want to combine the two. So really, if you're close, do that. The next thing is really just his charge and his ultimate, so I'm going to show you a brief showing of that. And so the charge, if you're just trying to get out of a fight, you want to cancel it. Now here's his ultimate, pretty good if you trap a decent amount of people. Also, I assume when you're ulting, you probably want to use both at the same time, rather than just one and then the other. But yeah, so that's his ultimate. I'm going to show you some more of the stuff in-game. We're going to skip over the cardiac, I forget what it's called, but the healing teammates thing, so we're going to skip over that, and I'll show you that in-game. Again, I kind of apologize for not having the background sound going on, but here's his ultimate in a quick play game. Pretty good, actually. We get 3 kills with his ult. We get the Mercy back there. I don't think I did damage to it, but still, really good ultimate. Now this right here might just be because I'm not playing him right, but Brigitte was really annoying during this round. Her ultimate kind of destroys me, so there's really not much I can do as Mauga against his ult. I mean, the Junkrat just ulted the Brigitte, but I still died. I had a Sojourn all up on me. But yeah, Brig's really annoying. I'm kind of out of position during this fight, but you can see I'm, like, way where I shouldn't be. My team's not with me, but my charge ability gets me instantly out of the fight. So if you use it properly, I think getting out of the fight with the ability is really good. However, I would add that you probably want to cancel your charge so that you don't just instantly die, because the charge takes an extra second, so people will likely get to you by that second. In this case, I was safe, but like still, try to be safe. This answered my question from earlier, but the enemies or yourself, if you're playing Mauga, your teammates can go in and out of your ultimate, so ideally you probably want to have your teammates in it, and maybe you could try to go for more than one people, but it depends. I still think separating people would be a good idea with his ult, but I'm not sure. Now, I will say, I think Baptiste actually works really well with Mauga. So this Baptiste just used Amplification Matrix, and I just melted through the other Mauga. So Amplification Matrix and Mauga go really well. Honestly, it could help you if you're trying to get Baptiste Q Spray. I already have it, but if you're going for it, I feel like Mauga would actually be a good combo. Me and my brother used Roadhog for the Q Spray of Baptiste, but yeah. I also used my ult right here and trapped the Mauga, so really good. I mean, they really couldn't do much here. This was at the end of the game, but yeah, really good. Also, this is what his heroic victory pose looks like. Pretty basic, but at least we got to see it there. Again, really quickly, I'm just going to go over his highlight intro and other heroic things you can, like his heroic, his victory pose, all that. We just went over his victory pose. Here's his heroic emote. Pretty basic. It's, again, the highlight intro and the victory pose, I think. Pretty cool. This might be a little bit irrelevant if you don't use weapon charms, but that's where his weapon charm goes. I don't even think you'll be able to see it in game, so yeah, but this is his animation for souvenirs. I like that you can actually see this right now. So I equipped my hard carry one because I obviously hard carry games, you know. But yeah, very cool. This is my review. I genuinely think he's pretty good. I think in high ranks he'll be a lot better than he will be in low ranks. He'll probably need some nerfs when he comes out. But yeah, this is my review. I think he's really good right now. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I tried to narrow it down as quick as much. You know what I mean. But yeah, bye.